Hi guys, today is Tuesday, 112 outside. Not as hot as it was yesterday, so I'll take it. Um, so I've been inside trying to stay cool, and today I'm going to talk a little bit of politics. I noticed that Jeanine Pirro has dropped the charges against three-time Olympian David Hearn for the bogus vandalism to the reflecting pool. She said that there was no evidence pointing to any vandalism and that it was a faulty lining that was the problem. So now he's angry at her. So I'm wondering how long it's going to be until he fires her too. He says she choked and folded like an umbrella, which I think is hilarious, seeing as he doesn't know how to close an umbrella. When Trump doesn't get his way, he attacks anyone in his vicinity, whether it's a supporter, whether it's a cabinet member, or anybody else. A reporter asked him about this case, and he told that reporter, "You're fake news, and don't ever talk again. Don't ever talk again." Okay. I don't know what that means. They're a reporter, so they're going to have to talk. But he throws his usual toddler tantrums when he doesn't get his way. And it's just Trump. And in other news regarding the Republicans, in Texas they are again attacking the masculinity of James Tallarico, Senate candidate down there in Texas. Mr. Tallarico is a very youthful looking man, boyish even, so they take that as him not being a man, which is funny considering what the right considers a manly. Their candidate, Ken Paxton, the disgraced Attorney General, who had been convicted of crimes. He cheated on his wife, so she divorced him. And this great American spent our 250th birthday in England with his mistress. So, yeah, he's a real patriot. Isn't even in this country for our big birthday. The right will attack anything they think is a weak spot because they have nothing legitimate to bring up. There's nothing James Tallarico has done that they can use against him. So they say, oh, he's not masculine, and that he's a vegan, and they know, God, vegan in Texas, that makes you some kind of weirdo. But of course he's not a vegan. Nothing wrong if he was. I wish I could be one. But we Democrats, we don't care what a person looks like. We just care that they're of good moral character, that they're wanting to do good things for the people, and that if they are elected, they will actually do what they promised. That doesn't happen a lot nowadays, especially with the right. Of course, we on the left have had our past problems with Joe Manchin, Kyrsten Sinema, and now John Fetterman. So we can only hope that things will improve. The midterms are coming up frighteningly fast. So we all need to make sure that we check our voter registration, make sure it's up to date, because the Trump administration is doing anything they can to take away your vote. So make sure everything is right, that you get your ballot, that you vote on time. I always recommend early voting. When I was a poll watcher on the primaries, these 3 young people unfortunately couldn't vote because they came 5 minutes after the polls closed. And we don't want that to happen to anybody because we want everyone to have their voice heard. And now I'm going to talk a little bit of cruise news since I've got my Carnival shirt on. I'm looking really forward to my cruise on Norwegian Cruise Line in September to New England and Canada. I'm really looking forward to seeing Boston because that's one place I've never been. Always wanted to go. Now that I've got all my arrangements made, and I'm going to spend 3 days prior to the cruise in New York City because I haven't been there since I was a kid. I'm going to go to the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. I have I'm going to take a nighttime bus trip around Manhattan. Let's see what else I go. Oh, and I'm going to be there in the city on 9/11, which is very important to me. These ceremonies and all of that on September 11th are families only, and first responders and people who were directly involved by what happened on 9/11. But the day before, I am going to go and tour the museum and see all the memorials. That's something that's very important to me. And one of my most exciting things is I'm going to go be able to see a Broadway play, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to go see Aladdin. I decided out of all the shows I would go to Aladdin because the man who plays the genie did a guest appearance on General Hospital. And I love General Hospital, so that was really cool. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Being on Broadway, in my off time, my hotel is right near Times Square. So on my off time, I'm going to go to Empire State Building, Central Park, Rockefeller Center. There's all the places. New York, because I want to make the most of my 3 times there before I go on my cruise. One of the things that I didn't say in my cruise review about the Virgin Voyages is one of the things I absolutely loved was the wearable key card, basically. Instead of having a card to get in your rooms and pay for things around the ship or whatever, you have a little electronic thing on your wrist, and that serves as your room key and everything else. And for somebody like me who was very forgetful, it was nice to be able to just leave my cabin or go here and go there and not have to think, oh, did I forget my card? And then if you can't find your card, you have to go get another one, and that's just such a hassle. I also like the fact that at the end of the cruise, you recycle. You drop it off in a recycle bin, which I think they should have for key cards as well on the cruises that still use them, because I'm all about recycling. And Carnival is owned by the same company, a corporation, I should say, that owns Princess, who also uses a wearable. So I'd really like to see that on Carnival Cruise Lines. And that's about all I have for today. I go back to work on Wednesday, so I only have tomorrow to get everything done. I didn't get a chance to go to the mall this morning and do my daily walk because I had to get my allergy shots. And So tomorrow's going to be my last day being able to hit them all in the morning. And then it's back to work. I'm desperately hoping that the air conditioning is working in school. Chaparral High School was built in 1973, and it is terrible. It's set to be demolished and rebuilt in a couple of years. I don't know if I'm going to be still working that long, but they should have bulldozed it years ago. And when it's hot, the AC breaks down. When it's cold, the heater breaks down. So definitely time for new school. I'm going to bring some extra fans so in our classroom we can at least have some air moving around if the conditioning isn't working too well. Okay, well, everybody take care. Be careful out there, and we'll talk to you later.